Thanks for kicking it with Kesey. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Also found at the X Squad radio app. So, let's talk about the NFL. NFL draft here. How was that night? You getting into the NFL, switching over, the nerves. You know what I mean? I see it kind of developed into something different now. You know what I mean? They kind of have now made it more of a great spectacle where the public is actually tuned in. So it wasn't as public at that time. You didn't have social media and all those things. So tell me a little bit about your NFL draft experience in that night.
I mean, it was cool. You being the athlete, is one pinnacle to reach that part, and then you just got a lot of work ahead of you because you now playing with the pros, and so everybody's good. Everybody's good. And then some of them are great, and so I always had the ambition on being great. So it was like that was just a stepping stone to the process of it. The door being open. I'm always going to be thankful and grateful for that entity and that institution of the NFL for providing that platform for me to change my life and change a lot of other people's lives.
Yeah, definitely game changing, man. That's something, man. That as you see, it's like the lottery, you know what I mean? It's like so many players out here, but only the great make it, you know what I mean? So that speaks for the ability and who you are, you know what I mean? And the crazy part is you can be the fifth string wide receiver and you greater than, everybody else, you know what I mean? But you being a starter,
for sure.
It's a whole nother something else, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's crazy, Pro Bowl, you know what I mean? Next level. So, it's levels to this thing.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. There's definitely tears.
Yeah.
And
tears to it. Yep.
It's dog eat dog. When the competition starts, which is when nobody's watching, and that's when you get your work in. And I see so many stories about the great ones and their work ethics, and it's hard to really separate them from just you would say the third string or fourth string because they work just as hard.
They work hard.
They work hard just like the superstars do. Superstars just get that tag if they make those clutch plays, no matter what genre or sport it is. They get that tag and that label. But at one point in time, all those players were superstars in their own right, high school, college, or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you hit this water and you got to learn how to tread because now you might be third string, you might be second string, you might be fourth string, but you got to play your part and play your role within that team and, within that scheme. And so it's a thin line of, a fine ice where the friendship and fellowship lies in the locker room when it comes to competing for that number one spot to be the favorite in their quarterback's eye and the favorite of the coach's eyes when they put the game plan together. So I just made sure my skills was ready prior to the draft, and kept working on them. And I just wanted to be the greatest ever play. So that meant every aspect of the game, I had to know it, from interior lineman as far as picking up blitz, because in Atlanta I was playing in the slot a lot. So that's like an extended tackle within the passing scheme. And so, I had to learn that stuff, which was cool. And then I came from a Big Ten conference, which always, was known to be physical and block and be strong. So I was always strong. And then I was fast. And so I knew I could play the game, but I knew I had a gift too if they threw me the ball, just threw me the ball and gave me the opportunity to make plays. And so when I came to Atlanta, I already made the all rookie team my first year in the league. So I had confidence. Coming in, when I came into Atlanta. And then that second year, I already knew I had arrived as far as, competing on the day-to-day level. And that was the difference between going from college to the NFL with that draft. Just the expectancy of, how am I going to transition and how I'm going to progress, just like from a freshman to a senior. How I'm going to be in my second and third year. Well, my second and third year, I found myself having more catches and touchdowns than anybody in the history of the game. And
Wow.
had more catches and touchdowns in the first 4 years. And then I had more catches and touchdowns than anybody in the first 5 years of a career. And then I was 2 in 6 years of a career. So that's starting to dig in over half of a decade. So I knew I could play, but it's all about winning championships. It's about winning championships. And so the individual accolades, they were always there. But, I had to find a situation where I, compete for a ring.
Yes. All right, so you got this book out.
Yeah.
Wide out. Now
Wide open.
Wide open. Available now on your website. That's AndreRisonWideOpen.com. Tell me about it now. What inspired you or made you think about creating or writing this book? And I got to give a shout out to Camille Shavers Douglas, who co-wrote it with you. So yeah,
half of a lifetime.
So we're gonna break it down.